Hello there! Welcome to today's lesson. Today, you will learn about prose, and in this lesson, I will teach you how to 1. Read short stories and novelettes. 2. Give correct answers to questions asked on a short story. 3. Differentiate and give examples of the different types of prose. Kids, have you ever read a storybook, newspaper, or magazine? Well, if you have, then you already have an idea of what a prose is, and you would find this class quite interesting. Now, let's properly define what prose is. Prose can be defined as a continuous piece of writing that uses ordinary language. It uses sentences to build a written communication channel that allows writers to communicate with the reader in a conversational manner. There are different kinds of prose based on different criteria, and we shall be looking at them in this class. As regards the structure and style of writing, prose can be divided into 2. 1. Narrative prose, which is prose that tells a complete story about people or places, as well as 2. Descriptive prose, which is prose that gives detailed information about a particular thing or person. So, while narrative prose could be a full story about what happened at a party, descriptive prose would be centered on the details of the house the party held. On the other hand, in terms of the idea and information contained in a prose, there are 2 major types of prose, namely 1. Non-fictional prose and 2. Fictional prose. Let's take a look at these prose types in details. Non-fictional prose. It is a prose that is based mainly on facts and real-life stories, although it may contain bits of fiction. An example of non-fictional prose is newspaper publication and magazines. 2. Fictional prose. Fictional prose is prose that is written as a result of the writer's imagination, therefore it contains only bits of facts. Examples of fictional prose include novels, short stories, and novelettes. In this lesson, our main focus will be on fictional prose. Now we know fictional prose is based on imagination and not facts. Therefore, it has some unique features such as plot. This is the general storyline of everything that happens in a prose. Setting. This is the place where the prose was centered around. Theme. This is the main idea behind the story. And characters, which are the people involved in the story. Kids, having learned what prose is and the different kinds of prose, let's take a look at one and answer some questions. Let's read the following short story together. Benga is a cow who loves to drive fast. He owns a truck which he uses to convey goods from one market to another in Lagos. He loves to hang his arm out of the car window while he speeds carelessly with his car and feels the wind on his arms. His mother would always warn him and cry for him to slow down, but he would laugh and say, "Slow driving is for old, Mama. I'm a young man." One day on his way home from the market at Badagry, Benga was speeding as usual when he lost control of his truck and crashed into the Lagos Lagoon. People nearby quickly rescued him, but he broke an arm and had several bruises. "I should have listened to Mother. Speed is truly dangerous," he lamented on the way to the hospital. Kids, the story we just read is an example of a prose. Can you guess what kind? Well, I'll tell you. It is a fictional prose because it talks about a driving cow, which can only be imagined. Or, have you seen a cow drive in real life? I bet not. Also, we can say it is a narrative prose because it tells a complete story that makes sense. Can you pick out the story setting, theme, and characters? Is the setting in America? No. You can see from the story that the events took place in Lagos, so the setting is in Lagos. How about the theme? Which is the main idea of the passage? Don't you think the theme is reckless driving? I mean, it does talk about a careless driver that crashes his car into the lagoon, right? Well, we can say Benga the cow and his mother are the characters as the story is centered around them. Well done, everyone! You have learned what prose is, the types of prose, and its different features. See you in the next lesson!